Imagine working your entire life to reach the top of women's basketball, only to find out that a 3-on-3 tournament pays more than your WNBA salary. That's the shocking reality Angel Reese just exposed. From rookie contracts to luxury living and public outrage, this story has it all. And tonight, we're breaking down how Angel Reese just took a sledgehammer to the WNBA's reputation, while the Chicago Sky tries desperately to save face.
We deserve more.
The WNBA just got exposed again, and Angel Reese is leading the charge. She recently won $50,000 at the unrivaled 3-on-3 league, a payout that's more than half her WNBA rookie salary. That's not just unfair, that's humiliating. Her Chicago Sky contract? Only $81,000 a year. Meanwhile, her so-called side gig brought in almost the same amount in weeks.
I need to get in the field.
You need to come to the
I
meeting.
gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sit out.
That's a possibility.
To put things in perspective, Caitlin Clark, the #1 draft pick and face of the WNBA, is making just $338,000 across 4 years. That's barely 6 figures for the league's biggest star, and Reese earns even less. Both women are breaking viewership records, selling out arenas, and drawing millions of fans, yet they're being paid like interns.
NBA women's basketball star Angel Reese says we should get paid like NBA players, okay? That's going out everywhere, clown world.
Now here's where it gets controversial. While Angel Reese is calling out pay injustice, she's also living like a star. A $183,000 Mercedes G-Wagon. Designer fits. $8,000 a month apartment. Critics call her entitled. Supporters say she's simply showing what success looks like when the system fails you.
What she's getting paid by the league doesn't cover her expenses.
I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Literally.
And then came the bombshell. During a live stream, Angel hinted that players might sit out if the WNBA doesn't fix the pay gap. Quote, "If y'all don't give us what we want, we sitting out." That line hit like a thunderclap.
Reese says WNBA players could go on strike over salary and benefits.
Let's not forget, this comes right as Caitlin Clark's arrival turned the WNBA into must-watch TV. Her games sell out in minutes. The Fever's ticket sales are through the roof. Yet, Caitlin too is trapped under the same contract restrictions. And that's what makes Reese's rant even louder. The two rivals, for once, are on the same side of history.
What I love watching her highlights of missing shots. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life.
After Reese's comments, the internet exploded. Fans demanded change. Hashtags like pay WNBA players and support women's sports trended for days. But while public sympathy grew, league officials stayed silent. That silence spoke volumes. To make matters worse, Reese's own team, the Chicago Sky, became the face of the controversy. Fans accused management of not standing by her publicly. Some even claimed the team used her name for views, but never backed her cause. And for Angel Reese, that felt like betrayal. So, what happens now? If independent leagues like Unrivaled can pay more than the WNBA, what's stopping players from leaving? That's the fear haunting the league right now. Because if Angel Reese walks, she won't be walking alone. Angel Reese didn't just call out the WNBA, she exposed the system. Whether you call her bold or entitled, one thing's for sure, she's forcing the league to face a truth it's ignored for decades. Imagine reaching the very top of your profession, only to find out you're being paid less than someone playing in a startup tournament. That's the shocking reality facing Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie, who just exposed the ugly truth behind the WNBA's pay crisis. From emotional breakdowns to public outrage and a brewing war with her own team, tonight, we uncover how Angel Reese's fight for fairness could change the league forever. The WNBA just got called out by one of its brightest stars. Angel Reese didn't hold back. After winning $50,000 from a side league called Unrivaled, Reese pointed out that her entire WNBA rookie salary with the Chicago Sky is just $81,000 a year. That's right, She made more money playing pickup style 3-on-3 basketball than in months of grueling WNBA travel and competition. And when fans realized this, outrage followed. To understand why Reese's comments hit so hard, look at the numbers. Caitlin Clark, the #1 draft pick and most watched player in women's basketball, is earning just $338,000 over 4 years. Angel Reese earns even less. Both women, the faces of a new WNBA era, are being paid less than NBA Summer League benchwarmers. Critics were quick to point out the irony. Angel Reese isn't exactly struggling. She drives a $183,000 Mercedes G-Wagon, lives in an $8,000 a month apartment, and rocks designer brands daily. Her NIL deals and endorsements already make her a millionaire. But here's the key: she's not fighting for herself. She's fighting for every woman in the league who doesn't have that kind of backing. And, of course, you can't talk about Angel Reese without mentioning her biggest rival, Caitlin Clark. Their rivalry dates back to middle school, but it exploded on the national stage during the 2023 NCAA championship, when Reese taunted Clark in front of millions. That moment broke the internet. But here's the twist. Both women say there's no real beef. It's just basketball. Still, the WNBA knows one thing for sure: this rivalry sells. The most anticipated matchup of the upcoming WNBA season? May 17th, Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. Chicago Sky versus Indiana Fever. It's not just a basketball game, it's a media event. Every ticket sold out. Every camera pointed at these two. But behind the hype, there's tension. Inside the locker room, things aren't looking much better. The Chicago Sky are struggling on the court and now off it. Some fans accuse the team of silencing Reese, while others say she's distracting from the season. Either way, the tension between Angel and her franchise is undeniable. When Angel Reese won the Defensive Player of the Year award in Unrivaled and took home $50,000, it sent a clear message: there are alternatives. Unrivaled is paying better, offering creative freedom, and drawing attention fast. If the WNBA doesn't adapt, it could lose its stars to these rising leagues. Despite all the chaos, Angel Reese isn't backing down. Her goal is bigger than basketball. She's building generational wealth, paying off her mom's mortgage, and creating a brand that outlasts her playing years. She's not just a player, she's a movement. And every tweet, every post, every press conference is part of that empire. The WNBA is at a crossroads. Stars like Reese and Clark are driving record-breaking engagement, yet the league still operates like it's 2005. Fans are demanding reform. Sponsors are ready to invest. But leadership seems stuck in the past. Angel Reese has once again found herself at the center of WNBA controversy, and this time, the emotions are raw and unfiltered. Following a heated post-game interview, the Chicago Sky star broke down in tears, calling out the WNBA for what she described as blatant disrespect toward its players, especially those who are helping to grow the league's visibility. Reese, who has been one of the most talked-about figures in women's basketball since her college days at LSU, expressed deep frustration over the league's low salaries and lack of financial support compared to the NBA. She passionately argued that players like herself, Caitlin Clark, and other young superstars are the reason attendance, ratings, and merchandise sales have skyrocketed, yet they're still being compensated like part-timers. In her emotional remarks, Reese said she's tired of being labeled entitled for simply demanding fair pay for the work and impact she brings to the sport, but what made this even more dramatic was the reaction from her own team, the Chicago Sky. Sources close to the locker room say that Reese's emotional outburst didn't sit well with everyone, especially as the Sky continued to struggle on the court. Some reports claim that the coaching staff was embarrassed by her comments, feeling that she should have focused on improving her performance rather than criticizing the league. Meanwhile, fans on social media are deeply divided, some praising her for standing up for women athletes, others accusing her of making excuses and chasing headlines instead of wins. The tension was amplified when Caitlin Clark's name inevitably came up. Reese claimed that Clark's rapid rise in fame, aided by massive media coverage, highlights the league's double standards, where one player is celebrated while others are sidelined. The timing of her statement couldn't be more explosive. With the WNBA's new season approaching and sponsorship talks heating up, Reese's criticism puts the league under the microscope. She's now becoming a powerful, if polarizing, voice in a growing movement demanding that the WNBA stop undervaluing its stars. Her words echo across social platforms, interviews, and sports talk shows as analysts debate whether Angel Reese is a brave truth-teller or an athlete letting emotion cloud professionalism. What's undeniable is that Reese has once again ignited a national conversation about gender pay inequality, media bias, and the future of women's basketball. And as this drama unfolds, one thing is clear. Angel Reese isn't backing down, and the WNBA can no longer afford to ignore her.